Hello, everyone. Andy Breeding here. Let's talk about prison. I'm not talking about going to prison yourself because nobody wants to go to prison. I've never been there except for the Scared Straight program when I was a little kid, and even then, it looked like not a fun place to go. What I'm trying to talk about here is the Escapist, a game that came out a couple weeks ago from the people at Team 17, and it's really all about escaping prison. There's a handful of prisons to escape from, each one being harder than the next, and you have to complete the previous one in order to move on to the more harder prisons. Not much information is given to you into what you actually have to do in order to escape prison. You're just kind of, after really not even a tutorial, you have to kind of figure out exactly what you need to do, whether it be, all right, well, let me just do my routines, because that's basically what you have to do. The most basic of things, you have to do your routine every day in prison. Go to roll call, go to lunch, like kind of keep the cops off your scent of, hey, this guy's trying to, get up to something. He's trying to get the hell out of this prison. So we need to keep a closer eye on him, and any suspicious activity he does, boom, he's in solitary confinement. And then all his items that he has on him, he's gone. It's gone. Like, see you later. So unfortunately, you end up fumbling around a lot, trying to get your bearings, trying to figure out, okay, what's this item do? What's that item do? And unless you really, really like that kind of style of game of just trying to mash things together and see what works and what doesn't and try to like experiment, you're probably better off, especially with this game, you're probably better off going to the wiki where someone's already figured all this stuff out, and you can just easily follow the wiki of like, all right, this is how you build this, and this, or and make this item. This is how you level up your strength or your intelligence. And that kind of thing is a little bit of a shame, because I love trying to figure a game out, but this game doesn't give you enough tools to go in the right direction of figuring these things out. It kind of just drops you in and goes, all right, you're in prison, figure it out. And I guess in real life, that's kind of how, like, if you wanted to escape from prison, you're not going to know unless you watch a lot of cop shows on TV. You're not going to really know how to escape prison. So it's almost the same thing. I don't know. I could be stretching it there. I did, however, find a lot of fun in just actually playing the game not the way it was intended, as in trying to escape prison. I've had more fun just role playing and actually pretending I was the prisoner, naming, because you can name most of the characters in the game, like the prisoners and the guards and all that. So you can change the names of everybody around, and you can just, if you have that active imagination, you can just role play and have fun and just live your life in prison, like an everyday thing. Like, all right, I'm just gonna sit here. It's day 105, and I'm still lifting weights and going to the computer and checking out the internet and everything. I'm still doing my daily job of doing the laundry or whatever, because I don't want to screw that up, because then I lose my job, and then I don't have any money, and then I can't use that to buy things off of other inmates, like items of like food or stuff to make weapons or anything like that. I found that a lot of fun to just let my imagination have fun and just go at it. And it's also perfect for people that want to. It almost feels like one of those games that you would play on a stream it on Twitch or anything, because you can get the whole audience involved and you can have fun with it, and there's really no goal that you really have to go to and complete to actually have fun with this game and show it off to a bunch of people. When I actually tried to play the game in the correct manner, I found a lot of things very frustrating. The biggest thing being when you're trying to, say, for instance, dig a tunnel in your cell to get the hell out. That's one of the ways you can escape that I found out. Like, you can dig, there's elaborate schemes of getting a cop uniform or a guard uniform, then getting the key by using silly putty, making some kind of putty to make a mold of the key, and there's all this crazy stuff you can do. But the easiest one I figured out to get out of the first person. Now, mind you, I haven't got out of the first person yet, just because I was getting frustrated. So I ended up playing the game a different way. I tried digging a tunnel at night using spoons, and I was like, all right, well, I can use spoons and it'll take a really long time, but I can possibly get out of here in maybe a week or two. And I figured I could put a desk, like every prison cell has a desk, and I put the desk in front of the hole I was digging, so the guards, when they come by, they'd be like, oh, okay, he's cool, there's nothing going on there. But they apparently saw me behind the desk, and they're like, oh, you're trying to escape. Like, I thought that, like, I know there's ways you can block the sell off by, I think, putting a poster on your curtain or poster or something blocking the bar so they can't see in. But that would be more suspicious to me if I was a guard walking by. I'm like, okay, his cell's covered up, something's going on in there, versus a desk blocking a hole where they can't see me or me digging the hole. I can just sit there and be like, dig a hole, and nobody would know. So I found that really frustrating. They're really good at spotting stuff, and once they spot you, any kind of items, contraband or anything, it's gone. So you could essentially have this whole crazy A-Team style plot laid out, get to the very end of it, and then you make one wrong move or the AI moves a certain way that you weren't expecting, and you get caught. You have to start from scratch basically, because everything you did is just null and void. And that can be really frustrating. Despite my frustrations, I had a lot of fun with the game of just role playing and, having my own little fantasy land of being in prison without actually being in prison. If you enjoy trying to figure how everything works in a game without just no tutorial, just being dropped in and figuring things out, this is also a game for you to play. So I think everyone out there should go and give The Escapists a shot. It's a really fun game if you just let yourself get into it. Thanks for watching, and as always, I will see you guys later.